Hey, what's happening, all my Invisible Corporation friends? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damien Dragon, and welcome to this week's WWE Round Up. Now, this is going to be a little different today, seeing as fit that we are going to be incorporating WWE NXT into this one. I don't think we're going to be hitting NXT UK or 205 Live. Oh well. Alright, so I have the results in front of me. Because, yes, I have watched these, but the thing is that over the past couple days, you gotta think I have to watch 3 days worth of action. So, a lot of things will be slipping my mind. So, I have everything in front of me, so I won't be messing anything up. Alright. So, first we're gonna start off with the 4 men who's gonna be representing Raw in the Money in the Bank ladder match. This and the next coming pay-per-view. So, we got Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. I can't wait for this ladder match. How is Braun Strowman getting up a ladder? Is he gonna be getting like the Big Show? No, these are some of the things. But obviously, with these guys are incredible workers, and I've said before, anytime Ricochet is in a match, you can be guaranteed that it's at least going to be a decent match. Because everybody knows that when Ricochet is in a match, it's just going to be pure chaos. And you got to think, high flyer, brute force. 2 things that can be really bad for people. So, obviously, Strowman and Ricochet defeated Corbin and McIntyre by first Braun Strowman running power slamming and shooting star pressing Baron Corbin. The 1, 2, 3. So that is what we had to start the night. But actually, how the night started off was Alexa Bliss introducing them. So it looks like Alexa Bliss is doing some good work out here. Don't know how she's juggling being a wrestler and kind of like a promoter. So, who knows? It wasn't a bad match, but it could have been just a little better. But you want to know something? I can't complain. Alright. Next. The Usos versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Now, obviously, the Usos are incredible workers. They deserve a hell of a lot more than what they're getting with everyone else, where they're at the moment, and good lord, do we all know that's the truth. But other than that, I still don't know why Gallows and Anderson are being treated the way they are. Because look, no one's debating how good Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson is. But it's like, they're mistreated so much that every time we see them, we know they're going to lose. It's upsetting. Luke Gallows is great in the ring. Carl Anderson is great in the ring. They're both good on mic. So how are you mistreating them? And why are you mistreating them? Because they are former Bullet Club members, are going to be a rival company to you guys, so you got to bastardize, and that is not a swear word. It is an actual term. So sue me that you're bastardizing them in your company by basically saying, oh, since they're gonna be rivaling us, you guys are gonna get the short end of the stick. Very soon those same guys are gonna be making them money. Jeez. Obviously, Gallows got the short end of the stick, because why wouldn't he? From a super kick and the Uso splash, the Usos defeated Gallows and Anderson by pinfall. It's a good match, but then again, it's like, you could be doing a lot more better with Gallows and Anderson. Alright. I'm going to try to go a lot more faster, so, because we have one other huge show and another show to go through, so Alright, Miz TV featuring Bobby Lashley. And then the subsequent match, The Miz versus Bobby Lashley. Of course, The Miz is going to have something controversial to do on there. I guess The Miz had something... Bobby Lashley had something to say against The Miz. To the point where he had to get punched in the face by The Miz, who retaliated. This is one of the first times that Miz TV was ruined by The Miz himself. That is a first. So during the match, everything was going pretty good until Shane McMahon's music hits, distracted The Miz. Lashley himself took advantage, planted him to the floor. Lashley wins 1, 2, 3. Guys, we're tired of this. You presenting Shane McMahon as a very credible threat to someone like The Miz, who's been working for years, that is upsetting. We can't. Okay, now, the Viking Raiders, thank God the Viking experience is gone, versus the Lucha House Party. Now, if you want my opinion, this is a one-way murder. Of course, the three luchadors had no chance of taking down Hanson and Rowe, or I guess I don't even remember their actual names. I'm gonna call them Hanson and Rowe. You guys know them from NXT. They're Hanson and Rowe. But it was just a one-sided assault, is what that is. They're just running through the teams, and I'm guaranteeing you very soon they're gonna be getting Raw Tag Team Championships. So I'm glad they're being used to the best of their abilities. You can't possibly screw them up. So if you happen to be able to screw up Hanson and Rowe, there's something wrong with WWE management, and there's something wrong with the creative team, and they need to be fired. So oh, it says it. Eric and Ivar. I hate when I have itches on my back. Good Lord. Okay. But obviously, to end the night, Kalisto was the one who's getting pinned. Why are we consistently having Kalisto taking the pin? I've barely seen like someone like Gran Metalik or Lindsay Dorado take the pin. It's always Kalisto. They have something against Kalisto, I swear. Okay, next, a moment of bliss for the announcement of the women's Money in the Bank entrance, which are Dana Brooke, Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and Naomi. I'm actually kind of happy about this, because Dana Brooke is getting a little bit of a better spotlight. They have barely ever used her. She is a great worker. She does need to work on her mic skills, but other than that, she's a fantastic worker in the ring. So she should have been getting these spotlights a long time ago, but she hasn't. So that was kind of upsetting to see what they were doing with her. I'm glad that now, after her subsequent whipping at the hands of Ronda Rousey, that she's actually getting a much more bigger platform than what she was getting. But the match that followed was Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. And Naomi defeated Alexa Bliss. Not bad. But the whole thing was that her shoes fell off. I guess she had a wardrobe malfunction and Naomi rear viewed her to death. She basically pinned her with her butt. And then a split leg moonsault to boot. Did it? Ching. There's no why I'm dying alone. Anyway, not the best match in the world, but I can't say anything very, very bad about it. So, 10 out of 10 WWE. Failed everyone again. The Firefly Funhouse. Featuring Bray Wyatt. This is the first time I get to talk on Firefly Funhouse. This can go one or two ways. Absolutely brilliant. Or holy it's the Titanic 2.0. Somebody stop this glacier. Because that would be Bray Wyatt's career going. Holy crap. And apparently he was painting, and he was painting the fire that Randy Orton, set. It's not bad. Like, if they're keeping a trajectory to the point where it's going to get very creepy very fast, and I'm hoping that's the way it goes, and I'm praying that's the way it goes, then Bray Wyatt is going to be a character to see. But his word of the day was sociopath. So, I'm actually have high hopes, but I pray that very soon, after it gets very dark very fast, and that he can stop this whole charade of a Firefly Funhouse. Other than that, good on the mic, good promo, excellent work. Can't say nothing bad. Okay. The brawl between Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans. Okay. Obviously, Becky Lynch had a lot to say about Lacey Evans. Who doesn't? I still don't think she deserves a title match. But this was the best promo of the night. And I think so because, obviously, Becky Lynch, when she's on the mic, she's savage with the microphone. But I still don't believe Lacey Evans still deserves this. But other than that, all I could say is she's great. And she's great. She does what she needs to do. But how many matches have we seen Lacey Evans actually in? One. And she was promptly thrown out the ring. And lost. So. And that was at WrestleMania. So. Obviously, that broke all into a gigantic fight. Where Becky Lynch actually is like, go make me a sandwich. Well, if you want to be one of those campaigns for what a real woman would do, then Lacey, I suggest you go make the man sandwich. Because that's actually what they're referring to. A+ work from them. I like it. Okay. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder versus the Revival. Wow, we didn't need to see what the Revival does behind closed doors, and I'm gonna leave that to your imagination of what they were doing. If you guys caught Monday Night Raw, then you guys would see. But other than that, it's just, oh boy. But that's how they distracted the Revival for a sneak backside by Zack Ryder to pick up the win against, I believe, Scott Dawson? So, Hawkins and Ryder defeated the Revival by pinfall. Wasn't the best kind of match, but just good lord. Okay, next, the Sami Zayn promo, where he refuses to let the WWE Universe off the hook. Sami Zayn on the mic is just brutal. Sami knows how to work a microphone better than a lot of other people. And I enjoyed this promo. Where he just tears into the WWE Universe. Sorry. For a lot of things that he's done. There's not much I can say. Sami Zayn, please keep doing what you're doing. But please get back into the ring. Because I really want to see you wrestle again. Okay. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. I believe this had a whole thing about a backstage thing with Rey Mysterio's son Dominic. But the whole thing was, from start to finish, not a good match, but Rey Mysterio deserved a good win back from the slaughter that was WrestleMania 35. So, at the end of it, I believe Samoa Joe took a 619, and by pinfall, Rey Mysterio defeated Samoa Joe, where his son celebrated with them on the top of the ramp. So, good work, not a good match. Not a good match at all. AJ Styles and Seth Rollins signed the contract for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view match for the Universal Championship. The first time the Universal Championship match is going to happen that's not on the Big Four pay-per-views. Thank you, Seth Rollins. Now we know how this all goes. These two are absolute dead ringers of workers. These two can go in the ring for hours. And WWE, you cannot screw this matchup. AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins. Come on now. This is a match that can go for days and we would not complain. But how did it end? With Seth Rollins going through a table, courtesy of AJ Styles. AJ Styles actually attacked Seth Rollins and put him through a table. Now that is how you sign a contract. So, overall good segment. I can't wait to watch that match at Money in the Bank. Okay, that's the end of WWE Raw. Let's go to SmackDown. Okay, so we start off the show with Michael Cole introducing the WWE Champion in Kofi Kingston, who was addressing Kevin Owens' betrayal last week. I believe that's what it was. Yep, that is. I have to remember it was this week or last week, and it was indeed last week. Okay. But it wasn't the best promo that Kofi Kingston has ever done. His best promo work was always with the New Day. So, I have to say that this wasn't the best kind of promo. But obviously, him recounting what happened between him and Kevin Owens was not the best time in the world. So, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best way to start off the show. Alright, next. Becky Lynch versus Bayley. Now, Bayley is starting to become a credible threat to Becky Lynch. But it's just, good lord, how they're treating Bayley because of how Sasha Banks is being. She lost 2 weeks in a row, and she can't get a break. Like, I understand that she also kind of attributed to what Sasha Banks is doing at the moment. But she's at least coming into work. Stop treating her like she's a pariah. It's stupid. Leave the woman alone. Let the woman have a championship match, or let the woman work at least. But obviously, this was almost akin to a one-sided assault. Of course, Bayley herself got in a good modicum of fight against Becky Lynch, seeing as that they know each other so well. These are two of the four horsewomen, after all, of the WWE. But at the end of it, Lynch locked Bayley into a disarmer and tapped out Bayley. No, I can't even do that. The Hardy Boys drop the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Jeff Hardy, I believe, tore something in his leg, and he has to be out for 6 to 9 months. And that's actually a quote from him, and I got that. News a couple hours ago before I started recording this, and he's gonna be out 6 to 9 months. And actually, Matt Hardy is thinking about another singles run, so go in, my man. But that was until Lars Sullivan came in and killed them both. So, yeah, not the best way. But hey, it was a good promo. It was a good segment. They're bigging up Lars Sullivan to a huge degree by having him destroy legends. So, overall, helps everyone. Helps everyone. So, let's go. Okay. Asuka and Kairi Sane versus some of the local competitors, with the Iconics at ringside calling the match. I could not watch this match. I watched it, but I watched it on mute. Because I could not stand the constant nagging at ringside by the Iconics. Which stands to reason why they were given the titles to begin with. Why did, out of all the teams that the Boston Hug Connection would have dropped the titles to, the two other teams in the WrestleMania 35 match was Tamina and Nia Jax, which would be what I understand why they didn't get dropped to. Because I guess during the match, Nia Jax injured herself. But that's fine. And then we have Natalya and the Glamazon Beth Phoenix, which is another team that neither one of them could have got hurt. But you had them drop it to the Iconics. Yeah. But mostly this was a one-sided affair. Of course it was. It was local competitors versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. No. This was basically a beating from start to finish. Of course they had to, this one girl had to try her best to try to humiliate Kairi Sane. It was not going to happen. Kairi basically beat the woman alive. It was a really good match. Obviously Asuka and Kairi won the match. So, after Kairi Sane hit the insane elbow. Oh. Thing of beauty, that elbow. Good lord. Okay, Shane McMahon stacks the odds against Roman Reigns. Why is Shane McMahon in this anyway? Roman Reigns was out to explain why he did what he did to the boss, Vince McMahon. But I still don't understand why Shane McMahon isn't this too. So Shane McMahon actually basically put Roman Reigns in a match between himself. It was a handicap match between himself and the B team, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. I guess they're heels now. When did that happen? And Elias would be the special guest enforcer for the match. But of course, it ended very abruptly. But I don't understand. So, I don't get it. It wasn't a very good match, obviously. So, I guess Shane McMahon's in 2 feuds now? We don't get it. But obviously, Reigns basically defeated the B team. Who am I kidding? Wasn't a very good match. It was basically akin to a slaughter. It was Roman Reigns versus the B team. Roman Reigns has beat up the B team so many times, it's not even funny. Oh, itchy leg. So, yeah, this wasn't very good. Okay, Finn Balor and Mustafa Ali versus Randy Orton and Andrade. Yeah, this wasn't as bad, but then again, it was just. Balor and Ali did defeat Orton and Andrade, but good lord. Obviously, with someone like Finn Balor and Mustafa Ali, the RKO is a deadly, deadly thing. So, I believe, who was it? It was Andrade who took the pinfall from the corner dropkick, which gave that put Andrade into position for the 054 from Mustafa Ali. So Mustafa Ali pinned Andrade. But after the match, of course, Randy Orton RKO'd everyone in the ring. So, yeah. So, Valor and Ali defeated Orton and Andrade. It wasn't a bad match. Actually, it was a very good worked match. But I think this should be starting to be a thing. If you have Mustafa Ali on the main roster for a reason, you obviously think that he's good enough to be up there with the top stars. So he should be getting credible wins instead of losing like most matches he's in. Like, that's kind of upsetting. Of course, when you have someone like Buddy Murphy coming up to the main roster too. So let's hope that that's the way it goes. The Kevin Owens show with Xavier Woods. Of course, this is what we expected to really happen. Obviously, Kevin Owens needed to talk and have a lot of talking to be done. Basically speaking, he was berating everyone in the New Day. Kofi Kingston came out. I guess ran down Kevin Owens, and of course Owens had to escape because of course Kingston had to come out. So there was not a lot being said by Xavier Woods for a good reason. So, hey. But at the end of the night, what happened was Kevin Owens came out and I guess super kicked Xavier Woods. So, looks like Kofi Kingston is alone for this one. And that was the end of the night. But the promo was actually really good. Obviously, Kevin Owens is a really good talker, but it's just, I felt like Xavier Woods didn't say enough, seeing as that he was the talker of the New Day. So, kind of upsetting to see him very mute. Okay. Now, for the first time ever, we're going to the WWE NXT results. So, let's get started. Now, I'm just going to run them down really quickly. Humberto Carrillo and Oney Lorcan versus Danny Burch versus the Forgotten Sons. Now, Jackson Riker, who was it? I always forget their names. But the Forgotten Sons have defeated Lorcan, Burch, and Carrillo. I believe they planted, who was it? I believe they planted Danny Burch with a lot of stuff to be pinned. But obviously, in NXT, these matches are very good. So expect it to be like a very drawn out, very, very worked match. Because the three men, the Forgotten Sons, they're really good workers. And I still don't understand why they're not doing very more. Like, they could be going after the tag team championships and no one would complain. But obviously, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan have had many, stabs at the NXT tag team championship. Humberto Carrillo is doing very good in 205 Live. So, the Forgotten Sons are pretty decent in NXT, so that's where their mainstay is, and I'm guessing that's why they have the win here. So, but it was an overall great match. Mansoor versus Dominik Dijakovic. Of course, no one has heard of Mansoor, so Dominik Dijakovic destroyed the man. Basically speaking, the man got planted and he lost. But the real ending of this match, I would say that the Velveteen Dream appeared, and basically I'm guessing this is the whole start of Dijakovic going after the NXT North American Championship. So, but it was just a one-sided assault, and that's why I think this match isn't very good. But it was just a one-sided being. Who really cares about the really big outcome? We all know what it was when I said the name Mansoor. Alright. Kushida versus Cassius Ohno. Whew. One of the top high-profile free agents in the world, Kushida, has just been signed to the WWE. And of course, the first name that fight Kushida Kazuya Ono. He did it with Matt Riddle, and let's face it, Kushida has defeated Ono. Technical high flyer. The technical high flyer. I'm going to continue saying that for the rest of the time here. The technical high flyer. The man is great in the ring. Regardless of what you want to think, Kushida did massive amounts of damage to the credibility of Ono. And good lord, that match pacing. The man's a whirlwind. Just a whirlwind. Oh. You can't. You can't make this stuff up. But all we have to say is excellent work. I can't do the ending justice. So guys, if you guys want to go watch it, go watch highlights from NXT from May 1st. So go check those out. But anyway, that wraps up the WWE Roundup for this week. Hope everyone enjoyed. I'm also going to be doing the Money in the Bank Roundup as well. So I'm going to be watching Money in the Bank. Tui was supposed to take that over, but he can't. So he asked me if I could take it over. And I suggest, seeing as that me and him are the only two that do WWE stuff on here. So look forward to the WWE Roundup for WWE Money in the Bank. Can't wait to watch it. I'm going to be watching the whole thing start to finish, and I'm going to be writing down notes for those. So, yeah. I'm sorry this was a little more drawn out than everything else I've done. I apologize, but there's 3 shows, and there was a lot going on. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed today. This was a lot of fun. If you guys want to check out some of the other things we've done, go check out the playlist of WWE Roundup that me and Tui actually hold. If you guys want to see some personal stuff from me, you guys can go check out my my playlist where I put a lot of my stuff, or you can look at the Director-D.Dragon playlist. So, if you guys want to see mostly me, go check out those 2 playlists. Other than that, subscribe today. I promise you that you guys won't regret it. And so I hope you guys enjoyed. But anyway, good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you guys in the very next episode. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you guys and the next time. Peace.